Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Lock and Key episode. This is called Family Tree. No, it's been a really long time since I watched one of these. We also recently got the trailer for Series 2. I will be watching that. How it's coming out, I don't know, whether it's all coming out at once or if they're doing weekly releases, not sure. But we'll just have to wait and see. I believe it's the 22nd of October that the second series comes out. Basically about 5 weeks away. So if I do one of these episodes each week, when this comes out, I should be able to release the last episode of this season and the first episode of season 2. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how that all works out, but generally speaking, I will be releasing one episode a week of Lock and Key, because I'm really wanting to finish this off and get straight on into the second season. Yeah, so if you want the full uncut unedited reaction, you can access that over on Patreon. It is a picture-in-picture reaction. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode. It's a really nice house, that. I wonder if that's a real house or if it's just a, you know, set somewhere, and the interior is literally created on a set. That's the keys talking, right?
I saw it when we were unpacking.
Slap yourself in the face. Holy shit!
Maybe it's because she has the
I'm the one
key.
who put the key in,
Yeah.
so it only does what I say. Bodhi, pick your nose.
Oh my god.
These aren't toys. They're weapons. So, until we need them, we're not going to use them.
Why can't they be both?
Yeah, but they are both in a way. They can be used for both. They can be used as a weapon or a toy.
I'm not alone.
I think Bodhi's perspective is pretty good because he's so young and, you know, that's
Morning.
the way at that age you think.
Yeah, I just can find.
Looking for a used car commercial, I'd still be cringing at this mess.
God, what a bitch.
Leave it. It's not worth it.
I gotta run to track practice, but did you guys want to?
Did she say something?
Nah, we've just been friends for a long time. I can tell.
Oh, is he jealous?
What do you mean?
I'm right though, aren't I? What song should we pick? Maybe that Chumbawamba tune.
This is better. Watch.
So you're sick of bullies, yet you're going to become a bully yourself.
Your face.
I mean, she sort of has it coming, but still, two wrongs don't make a right.
Is an easy guy.
Listen, Gabe. You didn't just see what you think you just. What do you think you just saw?
I don't know. I mean, I think I just saw you guys puppeteering Eden Hawkins.
That's enough now, though, right?
Huh? What? No, this is incredible. And Eden is just the empirical worst.
Right, agreed, yes, she is. But, you know, I think we've stopped the poison. Right?
So let's just call it a victory and go to class. Okay, so I'm telling you, Kinsey, I'm good. Leave her be. Kinsey, this is messed up. You guys are nuts.
This morning he told me he's
I
quitting.
guess without her fear as well, that does sort of affect judgment.
Could be he's gotten busy with the fundraiser now.
Fundraiser.
Yes, 5K run. For cancer research.
I'll protect you, honey. Nothing's gonna
You
hurt
can't.
I promise.
Not that I think a hammer would really do much against her anyway.
Maybe.
God, do people actually believe in the 8 ball and that sort of thing?
Come on. I didn't tell anyone you thought George Eliot was a...
No way.
Fine.
I guess he's a teenager and believing in 8 balls, that sort of thing.
Yes.
You know,
I think
it can just be a bit fun.
Let the world dictate who they are.
Maybe even a bit reassuring in some cases. I don't think if I've seen him in anything else before.
What is it?
Man, he needs to talk to her.
Hey, take
Although I don't think she'll listen.
It's me, Ellie. Oh, Jesus, Ellie. It's me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I knocked, but no one was home, so I just... It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. She put in the work, and this was her lifetime achievement award.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're here.
That's worth a lot. We need to talk. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Bye. See ya.
Always good to be back.
It's Iceman. Was that his title? Iceman? I'm not sure.
Hey, man.
I never was particularly invested in his character
I'm mapping out the house.
in those films.
Cool colors.
I'm guessing Mom told you to talk to me.
Perceptive.
I think in the film Return of the Phoenix, was
Some
it called?
things are more
I
important than
I enjoyed
dealing
him in that
with
one.
Problems. Well, I talked to him, and he told me that you and Dad used to play around with the magic keys. And you became ghosts and you used to visit with him. Do you remember that?
So basically, by this impression, Brody and the teens will
Magic keys. That sounds really, really wonderful.
will forget as well.
Hey, look.
I hope he does remember. I hope he does get his memories back. I think to remember maybe the fun part of that house would be very important for his character.
Nina? So, what's going on?
Okay. I'm pretty sure the reason is that something happened. I don't know what, but
Maybe finding out the
Locke
truth
came
isn't
into our house.
the best
He
answer.
said something about Key House to Rendell right before he shot him.
That's right.
I could blame. At my low point, I even sued the doctor, who was just trying to help her. And at some point, I realized that fight was gonna kill me.
At least you had your family.
Yeah.
You all seem really close. That's understandable.
I'm not so sure.
Come on.
The front door, you know.
Right. Yeah. I kind of always wanted to do the pebble on the window thing. It's romantic. You should be impressed. It's a pretty long throw.
I am. But don't you think you could have just maybe replied to one of my texts instead?
Oh, yeah, no, my phone's been dead for hours. Hold on. I know you were acting on my behalf, and whilst I can't condone your actions at lunchtime, I'm certainly not one to be censoring the world of sorcery.
And I'm sure they'll keep the storyline sort of mystery.
Nina, hi, it's Joe. Listen, I just saw something. I can't explain it. Listen, I think I need...
Oh, come on. You know, we can just ignore it.
Ignore the magic that's literally called.
My guess is it was either the dad or the brother.
Wait, you're not actually gonna... Kinsey? Look. Okay, show me how it works.
All you have to do is think about what you want to look like.
You can change the way you look. What is?
Oh, what the...
Kids from that photo, the ones that drowned. Obviously they didn't.
Rendell?
Memories aren't perfect. They're very
True.
subjective. They're often distorted.
Does that look distorted to you?
I can't believe this. This isn't Dad. He wouldn't even kill spiders in the house. He would never do something like this.
That's why he didn't want to come back here.
The dad actually murdered someone. Damn.
Oh.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend's dead. He's not breathing. There was a plastic bag over his head.
Where are you now?
Is there someone behind it?
4020 Lowell Drive.
Oh, it's her. I was expecting something a lot more. Wow. Okay, so that was Lock and Key Family Tree. I actually really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really good. Yeah, so a number of things about this. Obviously, Kinsey sort of turning into a bully herself. Yeah, but, oh, that scene at the end had my blood pumping. And then it turned out just to be that woman. I was thinking, what? I was expecting something else. That entire scene had me basically on the edge of my seat if I was sitting on a seat. But I must admit that was a little bit of a letdown. But generally speaking, I really did enjoy this episode. Let's break it down. Okay, so we start off, one of the keys is making a sound calling to the kids. Obviously the adults can't hear them. Then they start looking for what that key goes in. Brody knows. It starts playing music, and whoever puts the key in can use it to control people. Then we see sort of that film really doesn't look the best. It is sort of screwed up. Then you have this girl who's a real bitch. She's a bully. The brother, Tyler, is it? I don't always process the names fully, even though I've seen 5 episodes, but there's been a long break, so forgive me if I get the name wrong. The brother has a go at her a bit for taking that thing to school, understandably. She then uses it to get back at that bully, that girl, and yeah, really, Kinsey becoming a bully herself, you know, and that's not good. Here we have I can't remember what his name was. The principal, he is basically talking about Tyler is volunteering with this cancer organization. Obviously, his motives aren't pure. Then we have this woman who Rufus's mother. Rufus is in the Rufus in this Lock and Key story, not Supernatural, not the one that plays the principal. And she sort of made herself at home. Talk about, you know, I would call the cops on her. Here we have Kinsey sort of developing this new friendship with this guy who I'm not 100% behind. I think he's non-trustworthy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just his attitude towards bullying that girl. Maybe that's what's making me suspect of him, but I don't know. There's just something not quite right, even though he seems to be afraid of Kinsey's sister. Here they're talking about, you know, what happened in school. Then the uncle basically trying to find out why Brody is so scared. And Brody sort of tells him about the keys, but he just doesn't know. Excuse me. Here we find that the husband has a scar similar to Rufus's mother. And here they're talking about sort of maybe obsession and where you can lose yourself, and that maybe you can't come back in all cases. Here we have Kinsey trying to talk to Scott after he was sort of a bit disappointed in Kinsey's behaviour, understandably. We find out that the father was with those that drowned. Joe, that's the name of the character, the principal. Then they start to hear another key. They go to the cemetery where they find this key that goes into a tree, and basically we're introduced to all these memories of, you know, the father, and I don't know who else was there. They did mention it. I don't know if the brother was there. This would certainly make sense in the way if they had memories pulled out of them, why they can't remember what happened here. And sort of looking at the way they were playing with the keys, then we see a scene where their father is basically killing someone. And they're thinking maybe that's why they're not coming back. Okay. And then we have Joe has been murdered, and it's looking likely that Rufus's mother may have been the one that did the murder. Okay, so that was my breakdown of Lock and Key Season 1, Episode 5, I believe that was. Really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if that's my favourite episode. I think the one where the well lady kills that boy may be my favourite. I'd have to go back and have a look maybe at the YouTube ones or the ones on my Patreon to get a full idea. But yeah, I don't think there's much more else. As I said, there'll be a release of Lock and Key Weekly, and when Lock and Key comes out on the 22nd, there should be the final episode of this released on Patreon, and then also the first episode of Season 2. We'll just have to see how they go, how Netflix releases them all, and all of that. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so I think that's all for now. The full uncut unedited reaction is available on Patreon. It's picture-in-picture. Yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.